ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। ॐ श्रीहनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनं। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। हरि ओम। A warm welcome. Yesterday we had a little more discussion on the 12th Chaupai and Doha. We will now continue with the 13th. सब जानत प्रभु प्रभुता सोई तदपि कहे बिनु रहा न कोई तहाँ वेद अस कारण राखा भजन प्रभाव भांति बहुभाषा एक अनीह अरूप अनामा अज सच्चिदानंद परधामा व्यापक विश्वरूप भगवाना तेहि धरि देह चरित कृत नाना सो केवल भगतन हित लागी परम कृपाल प्रणत अनुरागी जेहि जन पर ममता अति छोहु जेहि करुणा करि कीन्ह न कोहु. We will see till this and then continue. Tulsidas ji says, Sab janat, everyone knows. In fact, we also say, oh, what, Ramchandraji's glory is like that, Hanumanji's glory is great, Shri Krishna, of course, what to talk about it, oh great, wonderful. But actually speaking, do we really know the glory? Think. We all know the Katha. Rama Katha generally everybody knows. I mean, those who are into this field, who have got some, turn towards Bhagavan and have some faith and bhakti, devotion, etc. generally know the general Katha of Bhagavan. But we only know the Katha of Bhagavan, but do we know the glories of Bhagavan? That remains a question. We generally make statements. Ramchandraji, Maryada Purushottam Ram. Ramchandra is the one who is obedient to his father, the one who listens to his father. Why we feel that that particular aspect is great? Because we have never listened to our parents probably in the fullest extent. We may have listened to some smaller things, okay, yes, but not to the fullest extent. We always have got a sense of revolt at many times. But when we think of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji as an obedient son, oh, he is great. But really speaking, what we know is basically nothing in front of what he is. Apara, he said. Isn't it? And that is why he said, Sarada, Sesa, Mahesa, Vidhi. Sharada Devi, Saraswati could not bring the right words even to glorify Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji. Meaning what? Right words meaning what? Insufficient. Words, language are insufficient to glorify the glories of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji. Sesha, Adishesha, Lakshmanji of course is nothing but a Amsha Avatara of Adishesha. Adishesha with 1,000 mouth could not speak. Meaning what? Could not complete the glories of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji. Mahesa, Shivaji, Vidhi, Brahma, the creator, Agama, Nigama, none of them could actually give the complete glory of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji. And we think we know about him much. Think. Neti neti kahi jasuguna. This is not enough. This is not enough. Again and again have to take the glories of the Lord. Jasuguna karahi nirantara gana. Nirantara. Sada sarvada they go on glorifying the Bhagavan. That is the glory of Bhagavan. Therefore Tulsidas is asked, Sab janate, everybody knows, Prabhu Prabhuta soi. Prabhu, Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji, Prabhuta, the lordship. The lordship. Soi, tadapi kahe. Tadapi, even then, na raha koi, meaning nobody stopped without talking about Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji. That is a glory. Taha beda asa karana rakha. It's a very, very beautiful piece in this particular chaupai. Taha beda asa karana rakha bhajana prabhavam bhati bahu bhasha. Even the Vedas meaning what? The ultimate Shastra. Vedas Karanaraka. This is the reason why Vedas also declared what? Bhajana Prabhavam Bhati Bahubhasha. Bhajana Prabhavam. The glory of bhajana. Bhajana meaning what? Singing the glory of the Lord. Even Vedas have told. Now see, a very important point we have to understand here. Vedas talk about the supreme nature of the Lord, which is our own true nature. The true nature of Bhagavan and the true nature of all of us is one and the same. Remember that equation? God plus ego is equal to human being, you and I. Therefore, you and I minus ego must be God. So, what is the difference between me and God? The ego, the ajnanam, the ignorance. Think of what? The ignorance that I am, the essence in me and the essence in Ramchandraji, both are one and the same. The Atma, Parabrahman is one and the same. It is the ignorance because of what? Because of lack of understanding. 1, 2, total identification with this body, thinking this as me, the mind, the intellect, the Jiva Bhava. And because of Jiva Bhava, we are unable to see our own true nature. If only I can differentiate, discriminate, come to realize what? That this body, mind and intellect are nothing but gadgets that are provided for this Jiva to evolve. What is this evolution? Evolution is nothing but knowledge. Coming to realize, coming to know what? I am not this body. Very interesting, isn't it? The body is given to understand that you are not the body. The mind is, the confused mind is supplied, as though supplied, to understand that I am not this mind. Buddhi is given to us to recognize and understand that I am not the Buddhi. But we use the body, we use the mind, we use the intellect, all the three for all other purposes of life, not realizing the real purpose of these three gadgets given to the Jiva. Think. Therefore, we have to understand, Vedas talk about the nature of the Supreme when the Jiva cannot understand that higher self, then Vedas prescribe Saguna Brahma, Saguna Bhagavan. And that Bhagavan is fully loaded in our language, is fully loaded with all wonderful qualities. And please note, when Bhagavan is loaded with all wonderful qualities, it also indicates that I can also develop those qualities. That is the very purpose of indication. Otherwise, you think Bhagavan is unemployed, unemployable, royally doesn't know what to do, and therefore he went on doing all this. No. There was a purpose. What is the purpose? For me to understand that I can also develop those qualities, and while developing those qualities, I can purify my mind, and when I purify my mind, I will understand properly. The discrimination will be proper. Quieter the mind, sharper the intellect. Puja Gurudev used to say, I keep repeating this often. I repeat the quote very often. Isn't it? So when the mind is absolutely quiet meaning what? Amanaha, a state where there is no thought. The discrimination is very clear, where I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not this intellect. And then I will be able to appreciate, understand, accept, assimilate and abide in that higher knowledge of the Vedas, which is Brahman. Till then, These qualities are important. Therefore, the Shastras has provided with such a wonderful, beautiful Bhagavan. Bhagavan himself has come down. Think. Therefore, bhajana prabhavu, glorification of Bhagavan will remove our mind. Now please, this we have discussed yesterday also. The moment I turn my mind towards Bhagavan, I am away from the petty paltry things of the world. When I am towards the petty paltry things of the world, I am away from Bhagavan. With simple logic. That is why Gurudev used to say, you take a U-turn. What is that U-turn? Now you are extrovert, turn introvert. And search within. There alone is Bhagavan. That is the purpose of Shastra. Think, therefore, bhajana prabhavam bhati bahubhasha in different ways. Excuse me. Bhasha meaning what? One is various languages. Two, different ways. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnoho Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam, Navada Bhakti, whichever way suits me, I pick up that. And singing the glories of the Lord is so beautiful. You know, our heart is involved. Now please see, Bhasha here basically is nothing but a language for communication. This is what we understand as Bhasha. But here the Bhasha is Bhajana. Bhasha is Bhakti. Bhasha is Ati Prema, Ati Sneha towards Bhagavan. Love is the Bhasha. Not the love towards things and beings. Love towards Bhagavan, which is pure in nature. And especially in this Kali Kala, in this particular Kala, Namasmarana is the best. Why? The attractions and diversions and disturbances, everything is so powerful outside. How do we protect ourselves? Only when we turn the mind towards Bhagavan. Withdraw the mind. Mind will go. Again and again mind will go. Yato nischarati manaha chanchalam asthiram. Accepted. Tatastato niyam yaitat atmani eva vasham nayet. Here which Atma? Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji. So, by singing the glory of Bhagavan, my mind becomes quieter. My mind is able to communicate that love towards Him. Now think, this is a very interesting part. Whenever we love somebody or something, what is the nature of that love? It wants to express itself, isn't it? It's a little baby at home. Mother is cooking in the kitchen. Mother has given some toys for the baby to play. So the baby is playing. For some time mother has not come. Baby also it was not remembering. It was enjoying playing with the toys. And suddenly a mother comes out. After some time when the baby sees, the baby runs and comes and takes the mother. It goes and hugs the mother's leg. And what does the mother do? Baby is 24/7 with the mother only. But even at that moment, mother takes the baby. She communicates. She speaks. Not that the baby understands. But the language of love, the baby can understand. The language of word, baby cannot understand. Now what has happened here? Mother wants to express her love. Baby wants to express its love. Isn't it? How many videos do we see in your Facebook and all when you keep scrolling? Wasting all our time actually speaking. When you keep scrolling, there are so many videos when the father comes from army or navy or something, after some big gap of 6 months or so, or 1 year, when the father comes home, everybody is delighted. The father is also delighted. He wants to express himself. She wants to express herself. The children want to go and hug the father. The communication of love. Think of the pets at home. Why talk of such long time? The pets at home. Morning the mother goes, the father also goes. Evening, when the moment the mother comes, her footsteps, that sound, or even the smell, which only dogs can really very easily smell, that is sufficient. That moment the dog becomes so restless, it jumps, it wags its tail, it wants to express itself. Think. When in our Laukika Drishti itself, this much of desperation is there for expressing one's love. Daily, morning to evening, we see them. Still we want to express. What to talk of this great bhakta towards Bhagavan? How can anyone stop saying something? Think. Whenever I love something, whenever I love somebody, the only way I enjoy that love is through expression. Though expression can never be complete. The writing the glory of the Lord can never be completed. Then somebody may ask, if you know that you cannot complete, if you know that you have lack of vocabulary, if you know that you cannot express completely, if you know that you have so much of deficiency, then why at all do? This can be some thoughtless people, worthless people thinking. Isn't it? You know, I am not capable of doing all these things. Then don't do. Now think. Is that the way we deal with things in the world? The very beautiful example Acharya gave. There is a small fly. You know flies, small flies. This fly cannot go very much high. It can go only to a certain extent. Whereas the eagle can go very high in the air. Isn't it? It can go at a very high levels. Eagles can fly. This small fly cannot fly. Does that mean the fly should not fly because it cannot go to that level? The fly says, see, I am also going up. I cannot go up. You are also going that high. But both of us have known destination. You are also lost in the sky. I am also going up. To that extent, both of us have no destination. But this much I can fly. Let me do that. So the little fly quietly flies here and there and enjoys. Butterfly, for example. Butterflies cannot go up, but it flies around. All of us enjoy that, that movement of that fly. Similarly, Tulsi Dasi thinks himself as not very capable, yet I cannot stop doing because of the love I have for Ramchandraji. I want to express that love towards Ramchandraji. I may not be a great poet. My vocabulary may not be that. But the love is what I want to share. The love which I have for him irresistibly wants to express itself. And therefore, with that in mind, I am writing this Ramayana. How wonderful. And what about the glory of Ramchandraji? In the next line he says, Eka. Eka means what? Bhagavan is one and only. Advitiyam ekameva. Parabrahman. And who is he? Aniha. Aniha means what? The one who he is actionless. He is, another meaning of Aniha is desireless. That Brahman who is actionless, who is desireless, Arupa, he has no form, he is formless. Anama, the one who has no name for himself. Aja, the one who is unborn. Sat Chit Ananda, the one who is existence, consciousness, bliss. Sat, existence. Chit, consciousness. Ananda, bliss. Satchid Ananda Paradhama. He is the ultimate abode of everything. Such Brahman, who is also Vyapaka. Vyapaka here means Vyapaka, the one who is all pervasive. Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa, his very form is this Vishwa. Or rather, this Vishwa is nothing but his form. Vishwam Vishnurva Shatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. This Vishwa Swarupa. Bhagavana. He is that Bhagavan. What does that Bhagavan means? Now we know Dhanavan. Isn't it? Danavan. Vidyavan. Etc. etc. Dhanavan, the one who has dhana. Danavan, the one who is a great donor. Vidyavan, the one who is a great knowledgeable person. So what is Bhagavan? Bhagavan. Bhaga means the one who has these 6 qualifications. What are these 6 qualifications? One is Aishwaryam. Here Aishwarya is not the wealth what we talk of. Aishwarya means lordship. Wealth what we talk of will come again. Among the 6, the wealth also will come. First is Aishwaryam, which is lordship. Second one is Viryam. Viryam is what? Valor, power, prowess. Viryam. Third one is Yashaha. Yashaha is the one who has glories, one who is very famous, not notorious. Notorious all of us are. Famous here means what? The one who is glorious. Fourth one is Shrihi. Shrihi, which all of us, almost like all of us, are very interested in. When I was taking Vedic chanting classes earlier in the Purva Samstha, where I was taking Vedic chanting classes, we used to teach starting from small mantras, shlokas, and then mantras, etc. Not shlokas, mantras, Vedic chanting, so mantras. Gananam Tva, Triambakam Yajamahi, all those mantras, and then after that Shanti mantra, and then Purusha Suktam, Durga Suktam, Medha Suktam, Shanti Panchakam, Mantra Pushpam, Taittiriya Upanishad, all the 3 Vallis, Rudram, Chamakam, all these things. When we were teaching, people were very, very keen. They came and asked, Swamiji, when are you going to teach us Shri Suktam? Why? Why did they ask that specifically? Because Shri Suktam for them is Shri, Dabbu, money. Shrihi here has 2 very important meanings. One is values and the second is valuables. Both Bhagavan has got. He is the owner of everything. We may claim ownership. We may even have property patra. All that we may claim. But one day, you just have to drop and go. Ramanam Satya hai. Think. Everything owner is Bhagavan only. This Shrihi. And he is also the owner of the inner wealth. That is what we need to actually develop. We need to cultivate. We need to imbibe. And for that, we require a role model to see and then learn. Therefore, Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji's glory is being brought to us. Vyapaka Vishwarupa Bhagavana Shrihi. And the 5th one is Jnanam. Aishwaryam, Viryam, Yashaha, Shrihi. 5th one is Jnanam. Jnanam is what? Knowledge. Knowledge not only of the objective world, but also of the subjective world. Therefore, jnanam, and last one, sixth one is vairagyam. What is vairagyam? Vairagyam, if it is translated, it means dispassion. Right? One way of looking at vairagyam is dispassion. Do not have attachment. Another way of looking at vairagyam is when I have attachment, but not to the flimsy things of the world, but I am attached to the higher. When I am attached to the higher, the lower has no value. Vishayan vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha. Parandrishtva rasavarjyam rasopyasya parandrishtva nivartate, says Bhagavad Gita. Vishayan, even the things will go away from you if you don't give attention to it. Because I give attention to it, they draw us towards all the flimsy things. When I turn my mind and say, I don't require all this anymore, I am done with it. Iti. Iti means end. We just saw. Neti neti iti vakyataha. Iti meaning what? Enough. Enough is enough. Now I turn my mind towards Bhagavan and the world has no value for me. When I reject everything and turn towards the world and towards Bhagavan, then the glory of the Bhagavan will take me totally at his feet, and we will also be able to learn and live those values. And Bhagavan is one who has got all of these. So vairagyam is what? Vairagyam is attachment towards the higher and thereby creating a detachment towards the lower. Think, Bhagavan is the one who has got all the 6 values. Aishwaryam, Viryam, Shrihi, Yashas, Jnanam and Vairagyam. Remember these 6, please. Remember these 6. Write down and if possible by heart. When you learn it with heart, then it will become by heart. Very simple. These 6 are very important because time and again we will be referring to this. Therefore, remember. Alright. Bhagavana. Tehi dhari deha. That Bhagavana who is Eka, Aniha, Arupa, Anama, Aja, Satchidananda, Paradhama, Vyapaka, Vishwarupa Bhagavana. Tehi. That Bhagavan. Dhari deha. He took the form. Avatara. Here, Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji, Dari Deha, Charita Kritanana. And now, in his Avatara Kritanana. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bharata abhyutanama dharmasya tadatmanan srijamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. I will come and I will see that everything is proper. Bhagavan said, Kritanana. And then, so, Kevala Bhagatana Hitalagi. His mind is Kevala Bhagatana, his Bhakta, his devotee. Bhakta Jana Bhagatana Hitalagi. He always works for the welfare, good of his devotees. Paramakripala. Ultimately compassionate. Compassionate, we only talk a lot. We think, oh, he is so compassionate, everything. He is the embodiment of compassion. Paramakripala, Pranata, the one who is the altar for everybody who surrender themselves. Pranata, Anuragi, he is the most beloved of all. To talk about Bhagavan as the beloved of all, the concept of time is not sufficient. Right? We will continue tomorrow. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.